Hey guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are back for Mahou Shoujo Madoka Magica Season 1, Episode 3. So, last time we had a little orientation into what it would be like to be a magical girl before they make this decision. We learned that they will be granted a wish if they choose to do so. We don't know the extent of the wishes. Is it literally anything? Is it like a genie situation where your wishes can go very, very wrong if you word them poorly? Does Kyubey try to trick you with your wishes, or do they take you they use basic common sense to try to figure out what you're trying to say? I'm just wondering if we're gonna get screwed here. So, but we learned about the hope, the soul gem, which magical girls are kind of the ones that bring hope, and then the witches kind of bring like despair. And when you beat one, you get a grief seed, which recharges your magical powers. A lot of good information in the last episode. So, no alarm, go away. Sorry. All right, guys, we're gonna get started here with this episode in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Hmm. A sick family member? Oh, Sayaka. This is why they talked about her looking for CDs in a previous episode, right? Maybe not a family member because they're getting so close. She's getting awkward the closer they get, right? That you doesn't. Uh, is that him or her? Sorry. Oh, trying to play but can't. Jeez, that Stark just like stopped to the music. Well, shit. Yeah, I wonder who that was. Someone. I mean, clearly she watched whoever it was play the violin at a young age. They were both young. Hmm. And like I said, the way they both shared earphones and got in close with each other, and the way she like blushed and felt nervous about it, to me that isn't a family member. But I could be wrong. Oh, very quick frame of the piano player in the opening after it showed Sayaka. I got that name right, right? Yeah, okay. Sayaka Miki. Good old Shaft. Oh. Oh wait, are we recapping, or is this a different witch being killed by Tito Finale? It seems like a different location, right? This isn't a magic show. Yes. Oh. Interesting. So you have to waste your magic power on them. Ah, it's a very good question, but a very personal question depending on the case. Oh, wow. Bringing a dead family member back to life, maybe. Like, please reverse. Uh, damn. Just, hmm. Wow. Maybe you shouldn't even have the time to properly word it either. Hmm. Oh. So, does Cube already know? Hmm. Damn. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, do you just want him to, like, get what he wants and regardless of what it means for your relationship, or do you want him to know that you're the one that did it, you know? Do you want that praise? Oh, okay. Ooh. Damn. That was kind of a suggestion. Oh, shit. Again, okay. Probably not too serious, right? Just working too hard? Or drunk? Oh. She came home drunk. Maybe for work or something. Hmm. It it is when you accomplish something. Sometimes it does suck on the way, but it does feel really good when you get there. It's sometimes hard, depending on how hard the thing you're trying to do is. It's really hard to push yourself to do the thing to get to the accomplishment phase. Oh. I like the double shadow. Oh, they both have 4 because of lighting, I guess. Something. Wonder if it means something. Ah. How can they tell her potential just by looking? Damn. What is up with you? Maybe I wish for a bicycle. Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hmm. This feels planned. This is sketchy. Oh no. Hmm. Oh, are they near the hospital? Or are they at the hospital? She's gonna have to make the wish. Sayaka's gonna have to make the wish and get her powers. She's gonna get forced into it whether she wants to do it or not, isn't she? Oh, well, that was way faster than what I believe they had planned. Both their bags are left behind. Oh, here we trippy nurse. Oh, it's like doctor themed too. There's like syringes, nurses. I'm a little worried about this. Why was this here? Hmm. It really feels like someone trying to. Okay, they made it here. Oh. Oh, okay. So it hasn't hatched yet. All right. Ooh, what was that? Oh shit. Well, hello. I don't trust you saying that. Yeah. A little hair flip. I don't trust you. Magic will irritate it, right? They said. Wait, why? And how do you know that? Maybe they can just sense it? Hmm. I'm a little skeptical. I almost wonder if Mommy planted this, trying to push them into taking the powers. Right? I'm starting to think Akemi might be the good guy here. Right? Like, Akemi said that this one's like no others. I feel like Mommy should be able to tell that, right? And if Mommy can't handle it, then someone who has high potential maybe has to be the one to take the reins, like Madoka. What an interesting cut to the face. Hmm. I like the background music. Kind of crazy that the wish she strives for, like, couldn't she could just wish for anything, but then still get the power to help people, right? Hmm. Oh, that's sad. No. She, I mean, maybe she is genuine. Maybe she is genuine, but I don't know. I think she's putting on a good act. We'll see. I might be wrong. Oh, the pretty lights in this weird ass place. Exactly, right? Like, make yourself a wonderful boyfriend. You know what? A cake? Don't put ideas in her head. I'm gonna become a magical girl for cake? That's a funny line. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Transform. Cake! Interesting. They were just talking about cake, and now it looks like cake in the background. Oh, cool. Oh, that's cool. Look at that animation. That's sick. I love that choreography there. Wait, what is she holding? What the fuck? Were they like giant hand cannon things? Did you manipulate it so you're not alone? I don't know. I kind of doubt more after that scene. Okay, so far my plan for Sayaka having to do it because she gets stuck in here or something hasn't played out. So we'll see. What? Charlotte, and then I couldn't read the bottom word. Oh. Damn! Executed. Nope, it's fine. Oh, wait. No, they're getting excited too soon. Oh shit, I didn't realize it had like a tripod. Yeah. Oh shit. Uh-oh. Wait, did her magic release because she's hurt? Is she dead? Oh shit. No, that can be easier. What just happened? Is mommy okay? It looks so happy after it takes a bite. It's like, I'm gonna get ya. I gotcha. Oh, I didn't. Oh, this thing's so goofy. Oh, dude, I could go for some kiwi, man. Oh, maybe I should get some kiwi next time I go grocery shopping. I haven't had kiwi in ages. Okay. Did she that's it, man. She did it? Alright. Damn. So wait, does mommy's dead body just come out too? If she's dead anyway? Oh. Hmm. All of my theories have been bust so far. Well, shit. I mean, based on their reactions, I think she's just dead. Wait, what? That's the end of the episode? Shit! God damn it. I mean, yeah, their reaction tells me that's crazy, man. Literally nothing I thought was gonna happen happened. I mean, maybe there'll be some kind of reveal later or something, but here I am. Now I feel really bad. I suspected mommy of being, shitty. And it turns out she's just this girl who finally, like, might have some people like her to interact with and have friends, so she doesn't have to cry alone. And I'm like, you're a bad guy. And then she dies. Fuck. I mean, I don't know. The thing was, it was just so convenient that they're like trying to make this decision, and then a random grief seed appears, and they're like, it's weird that that's there. Like, they weren't like, oh yeah, this is normal, right? So the fact that the entity that is normally, like, in charge of making the magical girls to defeat these is like, huh, this is weird, to me says that someone did it, right? I feel like at some point we're gonna find out someone did it. I thought, well, that is it, guys, for episode 3, before we continue talking. But yeah, I just kind of figured it was gonna be Mommy who is trying to kind of create friends, right? Maybe that sounds a little fucked up, but maybe she's trying to get these people to turn so that way she can have more magical girlfriends she can talk to about what's going on and all that and just not be alone. Because it seems like the only other one that they know about is Akemi, who seems very rough around the edges and doesn't seem like the kind of person that's like, oh, come be my friend, right? They also kept talking about the potential of Madoka in this episode, where they I guess they can see something in her before she even gets her powers. They're assuming that she's gonna have like the capability to do this, which is interesting because Madoka kept talking about how she doesn't have any skills really. So I mean, like, there's this philosophy that I've heard people talk about where they say like everyone's gifted at something. They just have to find out what that something is. And obviously that may not be true, but if we assume for a second that that is true, then maybe Madoka's like gift, she never found anything growing up and she like her wish is kind of just to be strong, to be good at something, right? Maybe her gift was destined to be this. So, and she never found it because she never had the opportunity to be a magical girl, you know? But yeah. Anyway, yeah, so it seems like Mommy was in like a car accident, right? While we're on the topic of her. And she made a wish, a hasty wish that she didn't really have time to think about. And it seems like she saved herself. Now, Mommy lives alone, right? We learned that last episode. I can't remember. I've been watching too many shows where they've been, because I watched Dan to Dan recently, the first few episodes of that, and they talked about like their parental situation. So I don't know if I'm having show overlap with starting a bunch of shows all at once, finding out about like characters' parents. Was it Mommy? Did Mommy say that her parents were dead? Because I wonder if they died in that car accident, and I wonder if she made that wish and saved herself, but if she had time to think about it, maybe she could have worded a way that the wish would have saved her and her parents. Because it seems like she had a lot of regret about the wish that she made, you know? So it does seem like Cube is not gonna take your words, like, I was wondering if Cube would like interpret your words, like understand what you mean by them, right? Like maybe Cube could like tell within you what you're trying to do and make that happen, right? Like, so, but maybe that's not the case. Maybe it is kind of like a genie situation, but maybe not actively trying to screw you. Maybe Cube just takes your words quite literally, right? We'll have to see in the future what that entails, but yeah, because like there's a part of me that thinks like obviously Mommy would have wanted to save herself and her parents, right? In that situation, but maybe she just worded it poorly, and if Cube could kind of read your intentions rather than your exact words, maybe Cube would have brought her and her parents back, or saved her and then brought her parents back if they were already dead. I don't know the situation there. But if she takes the words literally and she just says, "Let me live," like I don't want to die here, and that's my wish, then specifically Cube helps her so she lives, but then her parents are still dead, and she lives alone in this big, extravagant place now. So, or at least it looked decent sized. Anyway, interesting. Well, maybe, I don't know if we'll learn more now that she might be dead, probably dead. So, but moving on to Sayaka visiting a hospital in the beginning of the episode. That's who, because they talked about her like getting CDs, right? And like being good at finding like rare CDs or something like that. And it seems like she gets them for Kamijo, I believe is what I wrote down. That's what Cube said. Seems like it's this kid who's in the hospital who seems sick. She watched him on the stage playing the violin when she was younger. Seems like she kind of idolized him a bit, and then I don't know what their relationship was as time had passed. How did they meet each other? What sickness does he have, and stuff like that. There's still a lot of empty space there for us to learn about, but but she seems like she's considering using her wish for him. And I really like what Mommy had to say in that regard, where she was like, hey, like, you have to, I know this is rough, but you have to figure out whether, oh, hey, I actually, oh, well, I'm using it, never mind. Sorry. I just got really distracted. So, my mom was asking me if I had any, of, like, the charging bricks laying around for USBs, because she got a couple fish, and they're each in their individual tanks, and one of the bricks she was using was, like, old and not very good. It was, like, a cheapy one, and it stopped working, so the pump stopped working in the fish tank. So she's borrowing one of mine, but it's not an extra one. It's one that I need back eventually. So she bought a new one, obviously. But I just realized there's one plugged in right in front of me, behind my monitors. I forgot I had that, but it's for my wireless charger, so it's not one that I really wanted. That's how I charge my phone. So I mean, I could charge my phone a different way and give her that one, or swap that one back and forth to use it for what I need for now while we're waiting for the other one. Anyway, I'm sorry. I got so derailed. So I was talking about Sayaka, right? And what Mommy had said. That's where I was. Yeah. Okay. Good. I thought I was gonna forget where I was. And so Mommy saying, like, do you want to make this wish so that he can get what he wants, right? Or do you want to make this wish so that he knows you're the one that got him what he wants? And you can tell that Mommy's really thinking about the way things are worded, and she's like, I know it's rough to bring this up, but it's important, you know? And that is important, because there's, like, there is this chance that if Sayaka makes a wish to make this guy's life better, that he goes on and maybe drifts away from her. Like, I don't want to be an asshole saying this, but there's a chance that the reason why they're so close is because he's in the hospital, right? People change when, you know, either when they're perfectly healthy, where they go from sick to being perfectly healthy, or where they go from healthy being perfectly sick. I mean, perfectly sick. That's a really bad way to say it. But when they go from being perfectly healthy to being sick, it's like, it's one of those things where you change a little bit. And by Sayaka making this wish, if he doesn't know it came from Sayaka, he could just get better, he could go back to performing, and he could be better than he ever was, get famous, go off and do tours, and just completely leave her. And they just drift apart, you know? It might not be anything malicious, he might just be like, oh, I'm done with you now, you know? But it might just be one of those things where you drift apart. And then that's something where you might regret your wish, because you would almost rather them, like, as fucked up as it is to say, you might have rather them stay sick, so that way you can stay close to them. But if he knows that you're the one that saved him, then this is also kind of fucked up to think about, he will feel a sense of obligation to you and potentially stay in your life. So it's messed up to consider it, but it is something that you should consider and think about. So I like that Mommy put that in Sayaka's head. Sayaka seems to be an interesting character. At first, like, it's kind of hard to tell genders sometimes, especially in this show. I'm not sure why, because I think that was supposed to be a boy. But my first thought when we saw them in the bed and we saw them, like, turn and look was I thought it was gonna be her mom or something like that, right? I thought it could have been a slightly older, you know, woman. So that was my bad. But yeah. So anyway, I'm looking forward to learning more about Sayako. I also like the conversation about Madoka's mom and why she likes working at that company so much. And the father was saying that she likes the challenge, and that's really interesting, because she likes the challenge and she likes the feel of the sense of accomplishment, and I can really relate to that, but you know, she complains a lot on the road there, and I think that's what Madoka is seeing. Is she's seeing her mom, like, miserable, complaining, and all that, but once she reaches that end goal, she'll be happy. Now, I don't necessarily have as many long-term, like, comparisons, but short-term comparisons. I've been exercising on and off for a while now, but I just started up dieting again like a week and a half ago. And every other day I exercise on my exercise bike, and I actually really like how it makes me feel after, but I really don't like having to do it, right? Like, I'm not one of those people that loves going out and exercising. It's one of those things where, like, I'd rather just get on the computer, play games, spend my time doing what I want to do rather than spending, 30, 45 minutes every other day exercising, right? So, but the sense of accomplishment I get after does feel good, but it is a struggle every time. Even though I know I'm going to have that sense of accomplishment after the fact, it's still a struggle every time to sit down and do that task, So, it's the same with, like, trying to eat better, and sometimes I go hungry, like, not like starving myself or anything, but, I'm like a couple hours away from a meal, and I'm hungry, and I resist the urge to eat a snack, and just wait for that meal. That's also, like, a kind of sense of accomplishment, but yeah, obviously, like I said, these are very short term. They're, like, on a daily basis, rather than hers. She's doing something way harder, where she's putting up with the struggle in order to get to the point where eventually she's going to be in the position that she wants to be, and then once she's there, that sense of accomplishment is going to be something that she rides for probably a while. So I just like the conversation. There's a lot of good dialogue, and there's a lot of good way, like, it definitely does feel like we have, like, younger, like some anime, it feels like the kids are kind of very much adult-ish. They have, like, they speak like adults, and they already seem to have all the answers a lot of the times. But this one definitely feels like we have, like, kids who are still in school, who are, talking and learning from the seniors that are around them, whether it be the parents or mommy, who seems to be a little older than them. I think she might be like she's not in their class, right? Or is she? Actually, no, we saw her in the class, so she's the same age. But I guess she's just more experienced in dealing with what's going on than them, since she's a magical girl and they're learning about it. So there is that bit of seniority there. But yeah, I just really like these talks that we're having between the characters, and I feel like we're really seeing them learn and figure things out. And once again, we're on episode 3, and they still haven't made the choice to get the powers and everything, which is really crazy, because, like, a lot of shows are like, oh, we need to get into this so we can show them, like, with the main character with powers and everything. But this one's like, hey, we're doing a 12-episode show, like, I mean, and then a couple movies after the fact, but, like a 12-episode show, and by episode 3, like, we only have 9 episodes left. Like, when she gets her powers, we might only have, like, 6 or 7 episodes of her having her powers. We might only have, like, half the show. But I think it's really cool. They were doing a really good job of still keeping it interesting, still keeping it compelling, and I love that. So, props to the show. Very impressed. I think that is pretty much it for me, though. Oh, I guess we did learn about familiars. Very quick thing here. That have no grief seed, but you also have to expend some of your magic to beat them. So that's actually kind of tricky by those damn witches, right? They send out these familiars that then you have to go beat, and then you're using some of your magic power. So if you fight too many familiars and don't fight a witch, could you just run out of magic power and then not be able to fight a witch to be able to recharge your power? And then what happens then? You have to find another magical girl to beat one for you, and then give you, like, they have a couple of uses, right? To give you some of your magic back so you can continue, or are you just screwed? Is that how you retire as a magical girl, is by just spending all your magic and having no way to get more? I don't know. So, anyways, guys, thank you so much. That's it for me. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed. Check out my Patreon if you want to see more. 2 episodes ahead of time through the early access tier on there. And then there's also the Patreon show tier where you can get access to things like free Rin, solo leveling, and then for live... Oh, and I started Dan to Dan, as I mentioned. That's a Patreon show on there. Then also for live action shows, you can catch Watchmen, Shogun, and The Expanse. I am currently on season 3 of that, making my way through it. So check all that out if you want more content from me. Links in the description below. I'm also watching Attack on Titan through the Patreon rewatch, which is the same as the Patreon show tier, Patreon show/rewatch tier. So I'm rewatching through season 1 and 2 of Attack on Titan before season 3 comes to the channel as a show. So thank you guys so much. That's it from me. Links in the description, popping up on the screen, and I will see you in my future reactions. Bye-bye.